art of listening. In my casual observation of how people converse, I find that there's a glaring imbalance between talking and listening, where listening is almost always wanting or non-existent. I've many times listened to my mom talk on the phone and find it amusing that it's either she's hogging the entire conversation with her non-stop chatter, or she's the one having difficulty getting a word in because the other party speaks with no break. In many instances too, we find ourselves confiding to a friend because of the need for a listening ear, only to find the tables turned. We end up listening to the supposed confidant talking endlessly about their own experiences as a show of empathy or understanding of what we are going through. And before we know it, the conversation has become about them instead of ourselves. So we're left feeling emptier and more confused than when we started, still unable to unload whatever it is that's bothering us. This is why listening is something of a lost form of art. It requires sensitivity, patience, and a great deal of self-restraint that most of us do not have. It's easier to get bored and quickly become inattentive or get too excited and start controlling the conversation by shifting the focus to ourselves. What we usually fail to see is listening requires just that, listening. Yet, the trickiest part is resisting the urge to rush in with our own stories the moment we recognize a shared experience. We do this thinking we can make the other person feel better, understood, and empathize, but the reality is we achieve the opposite. I have learned that when people share a story, their main desire is to be heard, whether it is a pent-up emotion, a work problem, or grief over loss of a loved one. Unburdening that kind of baggage is a way for the person to feel lighter, relieved, and better. Not everyone who has a story to tell needs an advice or an opinion. Everyone wants to be heard once in a while, and in this world of too many distractions, it pays well to be able to sit down sometimes and be attentive by genuinely listening, because the simple truth is a companionable silence and an understanding ear is all a person needs to ease a heartache or emotional turmoil. Nothing much, nothing less.